What up, YouTube fam? It's April G Showers. What I have done, a little something different. I took my reaction to Tom Macdonald's most recent song, Fake Woke, and I have edited it down, clipped it, and everything because it was a very long reaction. And I know a lot of people don't like watching long reactions, and that's cool. And normally I wouldn't do this, but because the whole Eminem thing happened at the very beginning of the song, and then I know people did not continue to watch it after that, just made assumptions, went down in my comments, began disrespecting me, and just being completely ridiculous. I took the time to clip the rest of that reaction. So maybe some of them will take the time to watch it, and maybe they will learn not to make assumptions based on one thing. So the part about Eminem where I quote his lyrics out of The Ringer is not going to be in there because everybody knows what I said about that part. And so, yeah, y'all know what they say about assumptions. So, anyway, I just want people to know what my real true feelings about Fake Woke by Tom Macdonald are. April G Squad, fist bump, love y'all. Enjoy. By the way, the only reason I'm doing this and took all the time to do this is because I'm continuously getting comments about the whole Eminem thing, and it's really annoying. And yeah, while it comes with the territory of being a reactor, I just want people to know that how much I loved the song. And instead of just making assumptions based on that one thing and ignoring everything that I said that I disagreed with Eminem on, to really listen. And obviously, this is not going to be like just 15 minutes, 20 minutes, because it was a 2-hour reaction, y'all. So, please have open minds, open hearts, and just listen, please. What up, y'all? So, I wanted to add the actual video part isn't as long as it says on the thumbnail and stuff, because at the end of the video I added some comments from my reaction, and I added a bunch of pictures and stuff with some music just because. So the actual video part is not as long as the thumbnail says it is. So just letting y'all know that. Alright. Enjoy. Well, that's the way to start a song there, Tom. You are controversial. And that's okay. There's a lot of people that are controversial. Eminem's controversial. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that are controversial. Nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. As long as you don't, purposefully use controversy just to get money. You know what I'm saying? If you're just speaking your truth, that's what they... But you get what I'm saying. Let's go. Trump, we're ashamed to be American. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true, and I'm gonna prove it to y'all. All y'all are saying she's stupid. He dissed Trump on the BET Awards in a freestyle, and he said he's drawing a line in the sand, and you're either for Trump, and if you're for Trump, then you're not for him. Eminem. Yes, Eminem did do that. And I didn't like that. Notice I said, and I didn't like that. No one seemed to notice that. or anything else I said about how I disagreed with Eminem doing that. All people saw was me saying that he apologized and quoting the lyrics from The Ringer. Pay attention to the other things I said, please. Thank you. Yes, Eminem did do that. And I didn't like that. Okay, so Channing Tatum's have drawn a line in the sand. And if you're a little Pump fan, you can't be a fan of me. You can't support me if you support Lil Pump. I wouldn't have liked that. I'm not a Lil Pump fan. If you are, good for you. We all like different things. We all like different things. We all like different things. I don't think it's right for anybody to say, anybody with a public platform. I mean, hell, I got a public platform. If I tell y'all, my subscribers, alright, y'all, if y'all support Lil Pump, though, I don't want you to be subscribed to me. That would be fucked up on every level, just because that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just not cool. That would be fucked up on every level, just because that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just not cool. I want to add as well, Eminem also did an interview with Sway in 2018, and he spoke about what he said in that freestyle. I don't know about y'all, but I've said plenty of things throughout my lifetime that I regretted saying and that I wish either I wouldn't have said or I would have said differently. Now, if you're a person who has never said anything you regretted or had to apologize for something you said, then I don't even know what to say. That's one thing that would render me speechless. So, really y'all need to research. And I would say this regardless of if it was Eminem, Michael Jackson, Tupac, Biggie, whoever the artist would be, MGK, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter if I knew all the facts. The only thing that bothered me was Tom used the present tense. He said, now Eminem doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump or something like that. He said now, the word now. That is present tense, which isn't true, because he has since 2018, almost 3 years ago, apologized multiple times and stated why. Now, I thought about including clips from the interview he did with Sway. You know what? I think I am going to include a couple of those clips that I took the time to research just so people can see. And also, I don't understand why people get so bent out of shape. And it seems like there's just a couple of artists where their fan base, if you disagree with just one thing out of the entire song, because Tom's songs are usually a really good amount of time, 4 to 5 minute songs, which I love. I love that Tom usually has 3 verses. I love that. And, the fact that somebody disagrees with one thing that your favorite artist or an artist you like says doesn't mean that person is stupid, ignorant, trash, whatever, insulting word you choose to use. It does not mean, it means that person disagrees with you. Opinions are just that, opinions. And it's ridiculous to insult someone because they have a different opinion than you. especially over something subjective like music and other things, you know. It's like if I asked you, what's your favorite color? You said purple. And I said, well, mine's black. You're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. I mean, how childish, petty is that? Come on, y'all. I'm just saying, we need to respect each other. This is part of the problem with our country, with the world today. Is people are so comfortable hating and disrespecting others just because they disagree with them.
On the BET cipher, what I thought why it was necessary, King Crooked had a song called I Can't Breathe, where he talks about, man, we can't just be the only ones saying this.
White rappers shouldn't stay quiet.
White rappers shouldn't stay quiet.
I can't tell you how hard that line hit me. You got people dissecting the bars and going, oh, this shit is trash, it's not even that good. And like, that's not what it's about. You're missing the whole point. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to say this also to my fan base who might have voted for him. A lot of people in my fan base probably did. And at the time I did the cipher, I realized after it was all said and done that maybe I should have just attacked him.
When you said you drew that line in the sand, maybe you should have not done that. You should have reworded it and showed empathy towards.
Well, that's what I realized after I was done. That's kind of how I felt.
Basically, every major media outlet covered this, and they gave their own take on it. And a lot of people who were once Eminem fans, people who are in politics, who are reporters, that were once Eminem fans have switched on him and said now he's a whack rapper and that he beats his wife and that he hates and wants to kill his mom. You know, lyrics that Eminem would spit early on in the early 2000s when he first blew up. It's just kind of corny to see people switch like that. If you're an Eminem fan, you're a fan of the music regardless. Even if you don't agree with his freestyle, you shouldn't go at him.
We don't have to agree on one thing at all. Nothing. Not one thing, to respect each other, y'all. I don't know if Tom knew about that Eminem said that. Now, Eminem's not saying that he supports Trump by any way, shape, or form, because he doesn't at all, and that's okay. You know, I have friends and family that are Trump supporters, Biden supporters, nobody supporters, and then Bernie, you know, and all Kanye West, you know, all kind of shit. You know what I mean? But they're still my friends. You know, we're adults. I'm not going to not be someone's friend or stop caring about somebody because they have different views, opinions, beliefs than me. I get what Tom's saying, but Eminem was not a good example to use just because Eminem is not fake woke. But I do understand where Tom is coming from, if that makes sense. Like, I ain't mad at Tom for saying that, but I do wanted to make it clear that Eminem regrets saying what he said. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree 100% with that. Hate to be American, but you should love it. Because, what'd he say about getting stoned to death in public? Because you have the right, the freedom to hate America, and not get stoned in public. You know, I have actually been to a third world country. And let me tell you something. When we got back to America, I'm not lying, I got pictures. When we landed in America off that airplane, it got to that airport, I got down on my knees and thank God for being back in America and being an American. We really don't know how blessed we are to be in America, and you really never will unless you do travel, going to see the poverty, the abuse, the slavery, the terrorism, the violence, the hate. It's sad and scary. And if we're not careful, America is not exempt from becoming like that and not having the freedoms that we all have. There is a lot of things that we as a country need to work on. A whole lot. It saddens me to see where America is today versus where it was 30 years ago. I'm 40. Or even 20 years ago. Hell, even 10 years ago. You know. It saddens me. It's disheartening. It's frustrating. It's disgusting. We still have a chance to fix it. Well, every single little problem get fixed? No, of course not. You know, that's unrealistic thinking to think that. But we are blessed to be Americans. That's true. Everything we say is homophobic or racist. And that's not only homophobic or racist, that really covers everything. In other words, he's saying no matter what you say, somebody gets offended, basically.
And isn't it ironic, don't you think?
Then he said all our childhood heroes have been Me Too'd as rapists. Women can rape men too, and older women can be with minor guys too. It works both fucking ways. So don't get me wrong, fellas. I'm with y'all on that. 100% I'm with y'all on that. If indeed that has happened, then that person does need to be punished to the fullest extent of the law, just like with any other crime. Whether it's a man or a woman.
And I want to add to that if someone falsely accuses someone of being sexually inappropriate with them, that person deserves to be punished to the fullest extent of the law. Because that can ruin someone's life, career, family. I mean, so, you know, I do want to add that.
They don't need the change.
They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need the chains.
They gave us tiny screens. We think we free because we can't see the cage.
They gave us tiny screens. We think we're free because we can't see the cage. Oh my holy mother of all the mothers in the whole motherland of the mother galaxy of the mother universe. I don't know if universe or galaxy is bigger, but That's Tom. That's making me tear up, actually. That's brilliant. That's a brilliant bar, line, quote, whatever you want to call it.
Privilege free because we can see the cage.
He's on some Rage Against the Machine shit now, boss. Wow, I'm just 50 seconds in this bitch. This is gonna be a long reaction, y'all. But it needs to be, because thank you, Tom, for this. Because, you know, we need to be talking about this stuff. We need to be talking about this stuff. We need to be talking about this stuff. So beautiful. I don't like saying beautiful. It's heartbreakingly, frustratingly beautiful. Bar, line, quote, whatever you want to call it.
Privilege. Tiny screens, we think we free because we can see the cage.
They gave us tiny screens. The computer I'm looking at right now. The TV I got up there. Which I never watch TV except during football season. He's talking about the media. Is what Tom's talking about. And, you know, they have tracking devices. And this is not some conspiracy theory. This is the truth. There are tracking devices. If you have a smartphone, Android, iPhone, whatever the hell, they know where you are all the time. And I'm sure, you know, all they gotta do is whatever in their little offices and pull up whatever the fuck they want to from our phones, from pictures to what we search on our computers, tablets, all that shit. Our Google searches, our emails, our text messages, phone calls, private DMs that ain't really private, like on Facebook, IG, Twitter, all that shit. We don't have privacy. It's a facade. The media only tells us what they want us to know. The media controls the narrative, and the government controls the media. Hence the reason I don't watch the fucking news. But oh my holy mother, Tom, that is a brilliant. That right there so far is the line, the bar. That's the bar of 2021 so far. They didn't free the slaves. They just realized they didn't need the chains. They gave us little screens, and we think we're free because we can't see the cage. Meaning we're trapped in the screens. What are we doing right now? I'm watching a screen. You're watching me watch a screen. But thank God it's about something, a good message. Woo! Yes! Y'all, I'm about to cry. Like, I have written so many things saying that their whole thing is to divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer.
They just sit back and eat their popcorn. And we feed right into it. No pun intended. But there's what, 328 million of us, something like that, in America? Total population. Think how many citizens there are versus politicians. Now, I'm not saying, hey, let's go overthrow the government, because no, but I am saying shit has to change. And us going against each other, whether it be because of race, because of gender, because of career choice, because of politician choice, because of religion, whatever the fuck it may be. We don't have to agree on one thing at all. Nothing. Not one thing to respect each other, y'all. We are called the United States of America. United. And they want to do the opposite. Divide. The antonym, the opposite of unite is divide. Divide and conquer. And only we, me, you can stop it.
This war would be the game they need to play. Beats that you hate. I think Black Lives.
Oh my holy mother, Tom! This is a fucking. He said so much in a minute and 30. There's a difference in hate speech. In speech that you hate. Facts!
Exactly the same.
Okay. That line, I know, that's good. That line's gonna piss a whole lot of people off. Or already has, I'm sure, because everybody's probably already heard of this. I'm gonna tell y'all now, I support Black Lives Matter. I support the movement. I don't give a shit what they call it. I don't care what the movement is called. I support it. What I don't support is hate. What did Martin Luther King Jr. say? Love can't drive out hate. Only hate can do that. It's something along those lines. Martin Luther King Jr. also said one of my favorite all-time quotes ever. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about the things that matter.
Thanksgiving Day with food in my family.
He said when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same, or something along those lines. Now, I can say when it comes to government assistance, that's true. I'm struggling more than I've ever struggled in my life financially. And I was a fucking nurse for 20 years. Got a college degree. Helped save lives. And I also held many people's hands as they died or as their family members died. And now I can't even provide for my child appropriately like a parent should, because due to my medical health, I can no longer physically work
and YouTube ain't the money y'all think it is, unless you're a really big channel. I'll tell y'all this much. My channel was monetized last year in February. Okay? So my channel's been monetized almost 1 year now. In 1 year, I've only received 4 paychecks. And now I'm not saying I was a nurse, so that means I deserve to be able to just provide for my child more than somebody else does. I'm not saying that at all. But unfortunately, just like with anything else, there are people who do take advantage of the system, you know. There are people who are perfectly capable of physically working, but choose not to, and get government benefits. Even if you have to work at a job you don't necessarily want to work at, you know, mopping floors or whatever the hell. It's a job. It's better than nothing. Yeah, this is gonna be a long ass reaction. It's already probably an hour long. Being accused of celebrating native casualties. And that goes to say with any holiday out there, regardless of what religion, race, gender, whatever. If you want to celebrate a holiday, you should be able to celebrate that holiday as long as you're doing it for the right reason, without other people getting offended by it, insulting you, and calling you names and shit just because you choose to celebrate a holiday. I don't celebrate Halloween, for instance. Despise Halloween. But I don't fucking go around and tell people they're trash or whatever, because they do celebrate Halloween. Nobody should force their beliefs, views, opinions on anybody. Which is what Tom is saying. That's exactly what he's saying. Just because I want to celebrate Thanksgiving and go eat a damn Thanksgiving dinner with my family, don't mean I'm celebrating native casualties. Facts.
Just getting worse.
That's facts. That's why I tell people all the time, I don't ever say I'm Republican or I'm Democrat. I never. I hate those two words so much. I hate them. Again, divide and conquer. Think about it, y'all. They try to divide us by race. They try to divide us by political parties. They try to divide us by our financial status, low class, middle class, high class. All the ways, all the division in the United States of America. The land of the free and the home of the brave. Where thousands upon thousands of men and women have died willingly for me to be able to sit here and do this, and y'all to be able to sit there and watch me, and Tom to be able to make the song. And it's almost get to the point where we ain't gonna be able to, and then everybody will still be bitching.
Call the cops, see what reaches you first. Segregation.
Wow. Order food and call the cops and see what reaches you first. Holy mother. The food's gonna get here first. And I live in the country, so that's saying something. We literally, I am not exaggerating, have 2 places, 2, that delivers where I live. 2. Domino's, Pizza Hut. That's it. And they still get here before our police. And it ain't the police's fault. Now, I do disagree with defunding the police. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Because, you know, while there are many, many, many evil, bad, terrible cops out there who have terrible intentions and do terrible things and take their power, their authority, their badge for granted, there are still many, many, many good cops out there as well. And those good cops that do the right thing, that serve and protect, should be celebrated and respected. And the ones that don't need to be fucking fired. And if they commit acts of violence or murder or whatever it may be, need to be fired, terminated, go to prison, or whatever, you know, punishment fits crime. So, say right now, someone was trying to break into my fucking house. I'm not gonna pick up the phone and call a damn news station or a damn Pizza Hut or my motherfucking friend or a damn mailman or whatever. Who the fuck? Who you gonna call? Not Ghostbusters. 911. That's who you gonna call. And you gonna pray that the cops get here before they get into your house and rob you, kill you, rape you, whatever it may be. If you still want that access to be able to pick up your phone and dial 911 when something terrible happens, when someone's sick, when someone's injured, when something bad's going down, defunding the police is the worst thing you can do. I want to be safe, and I want my child to be safe, which I have plenty of friends here, Mr. Smith and Mr. Wesson, and, you know, Mr. Revolver and Mr. Bursa, and yeah, but that's besides the point. All legal. I don't agree with defunding the police. I don't think that's the answer at all.
Too busy.
Wow, we buy up every single box and divide us ourselves. They sell us racism like a box, like a package. And we buy it metaphorically, and then we divide each other amongst each other. That was a hell of a bar.
The lying itself, that was a strategy to make us think that we're
Hell of a metaphor.
try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale.
Thank you. We use violence to try to get peace and wonder why it's not working. That's like sleeping with a football team Will you try to be a virgin? Thank you. Violence is not the answer. Again, Martin Luther King. I can't, you know, I'm not going to apologize for continuing to bring up Martin Luther King Jr. I love Martin Luther King Jr. Rest in peace. Amazing human being. He even made a speech back then in the damn 60s that violence wouldn't answer. Rioting and all that wouldn't answer. Looting and all that shit. And look what happened to him, man. What's it gonna take, America? And not even America. I mean, this shit's happening. Even shit's bad in America, but shit's happening like 100 times worse in other places. People are being killed just for their beliefs in other places. Being killed for it. And I don't mean, because people say, well, yeah, people are in America too. But no, they are. And rest in peace to those people. But not like other places. Not like what I'm talking about.
For sale and someone always makes the...
Politicians are for sale. Someone always makes the purchase.
But you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is...
But you and I can't afford it. Our democracy is worthless. Big facts. The election, this past election, terrible choices. Terrible choices. Both of them. Either way, we were screwed. Either way.
They're trying to change...
This is my favorite. Look, my favorite song of Tom's has always been Politically Incorrect. That's always been my favorite song of his. Always. I've reacted to tons of his songs since I started my channel. And I heard his music before I started my channel. So I knew about Tom Macdonald before I started my channel. And Politically Incorrect has always been my favorite song. Well, guess what? It's my number 2 favorite song now. This is my new favorite song now, Tom. You deserve an award for this one. You deserve an award for this one. You deserve an award for this one.
Tell you what it really is.
That's why I teach my son about real life. I've taught him. I'm a recovering addict. I'll be clean 10 years in August. Woohoo! August the 8th, 8/8. It'll be a whole decade I've been clean. I was addicted to pills. When he was just talking about pills. I have taught my son about every single... Pills wasn't the only drug I ever did, though. I mean, hell, I did a lot of shit. A lot of shit. But pills was what got me, if you know what I'm saying. Thank God, I decided to go to rehab. I looked over at my sweet, precious son in the bed. And he was asleep. And I'm my son's mom and dad, y'all. His dad ain't. And I was what you'd call a functioning addict. I went to work. I was a nurse at the time. I went to work. I paid my bills. I didn't get fucked up, like where I couldn't like work and function and take care of my shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was asleep, and I looked at him sleeping, and it's like something just hit me. It was God. It was God. 100% it was God. And I just thought, what the fuck are you doing, April? Your son is literally going to wake up and find you dead in the bed beside him one day. And then what? He don't have a dad? Hell, I was still working full time at the hospital. At that time, I was working in the psychiatric unit at the hospital. And, I was 30 years old, and I had been doing some type of drug ever since I was 16. So 14 years, almost 15 years, because I turned 31 while I was in rehab. And then Sunday, August the 7th, 2011, my mother, my ex-stepfather, and my father took me to rehab in Warrior, Alabama, Bradford, one of the best rehabs in the country, and it is one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. Second best decision I ever made in my entire life. First best decision I ever made in my life was giving my life to God and Jesus. Second was going to rehab. And no, I'm not religious at all. I don't like organized religion. That's just me. If you practice a certain religion, I respect that. I'm open-minded like that. It's actually possible. And it has not been easy at all. Matter of fact, it's been one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. Like I tell y'all, I got this damn staph infection in my ankle, and I can't take no pain medicine. And my doctor has offered it to me. And it's my recovery is my responsibility. I have to tell my doctors, no, I'm in recovery. You know what I'm saying? I lost both of my siblings, both of my brothers, while I've been in recovery. My little brother passed away to brain cancer in 2015 when he was just 21. My big brother passed away to cirrhosis of the liver related to alcoholism in 2018 when he was just 46. Watched both of them take their last breath. I had to quit nursing because of my medical issues. I lost my home. My grandmother passed away January the 8th, 2016. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's just been one thing after another. This is not me saying boo-hoo. This is just me sharing my life story or part of my life with y'all because it relates to the song. That's what reacting is. I can't just nod my head and say, woo, yay, that's good, that's bad, that's okay. Stop recording and move on. That's just not who I am. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. That's a lie. I'm not sorry. I'm not going to apologize for who I am. It hadn't been easy. But everything Tom's saying is true. You could get a whole bottle, a prescription of some of the most potent, strongest opiate pain medication, narcotic pain medication, for cheap as hell. But rehab, and there are medications out there you could take to help you get off of certain drugs, and that's a whole nother discussion that I'm not even getting into. But those medicines are so expensive nobody can afford them. Hence, there being a fucking opiate / pain pill epidemic in the United States of America right now. Lean, that's what lean is. Lean is liquid pain medication. That's what it is. But thank God, I made the choice to go to rehab on my own. And God just spoke to me, and I just looked at my son and thought, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And I went, and I was there for 3 months. That don't sound like a long time, but oh my God, when you're there, it's a long time. I was in rehab on my son's birthday. My little brother was 17, and his brain cancer had returned, and he was on chemo. And then I was in there on my 31st birthday. And then when October 17th came around, that's the day I got out of rehab, October 17th. I didn't want to leave. I asked him, could I bring my son there and just live there? But I'm proud of myself. And to this day, I still get called a junkie and all kinds of shit by my family. Certain members of my family. And I'll be clean a whole decade in August. So
One always makes the purchase. Amen to amen and women.
I didn't know that. That's the first I heard of that. Is that they're trying to make the word amen into amen and women? Oh, Lord. I'm not... This reaction's already 4 hours. It's the first I ever heard that people were trying to get amen changed to amen and women. I didn't know that. I mean, they do whatever they want. I'm still going to say amen. I mean, what they going to do to me? Just like the vaccine. I'm not even going to. Shut up, April. If you want to know my thoughts about the vaccine, go watch my reaction to Mises' song, Gates of Hell. It's called Gates of Hell.
And then we ask him for forgiveness. Feminism used to be the asking God for the strength to keep winning.
Instead of asking God for the strength to keep winning,
we cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness.
We cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness. Is it a saying that it's easier to ask for forgiveness than for permission? It's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. Is that right, or am I tripping? Seems like it, or do I have it back? I don't know.
Instead of asking God for the strength, trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die.
See, I don't get offended by that because that was a joke. That was a joke. That's a joke. That's the oldest joke of jokes. If you're a female and you got offended by that statement, I can't help you. I've heard that joke, hell, ever since I was a damn teenager. You don't trust anything that bleeds for a week and don't die. Bruh. Yo. Standing ovation for me, Tom. This is the longest video. Probably the longest reaction to this song, but I don't care. I don't care. This shit needs to be talked about. That's what's wrong. Again, to quote Martin Luther King Jr., rest in peace. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about the things that matter. Bravo, Tom. Bravo, Nova. This was absolutely a masterpiece. This is absolutely my new favorite song by you. And it's brilliant. I commend you for having the courage, the strength, the balls, all that. You too, Nova, for just like Eminem, for saying this stuff. It needs to be said. There needs to be conversations. Conversations. Adult, grown conversations. Not arguing back and forth and trying to be right. There's a big difference. That was amazing. Amazing. He deserves an award for this song. I mean, I'm serious. It's a heart attack. I wouldn't say that if I didn't mean it. Y'all know that. If you've been rocking with me long enough, y'all know I keep it all the way 100. 100. I keep it all the way real. That was brilliant. I absolutely loved it. This was brilliant, heartbreaking, facts, sad, a fucking masterpiece. A work of art. Y'all comment below y'all's thoughts. Be real. Be real. It's okay to have adult conversations, but be respectful. Once again, as I always say, we do not have to agree on anything. Not one thing in the whole world. To respect each other, believe it or not. This was profound. I want to know when you wrote it, how long it took you to write it, because I'm a writer, so I always think about that stuff, especially when I hear songs of this magnitude. This was amazing. I thought it was absolutely astounding. I don't know what other I can sit here and continue to name adjectives the rest of the night.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing, but everybody get up, sit up, Christopher. They're miserable without you. Superman is alive and he's flowing like the Mystic River. Girl, don't act like you never been kissed before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this rhyme is about to hit you right in the kisser. How did anybody ever find me? I disappeared. I was hiding in Freeway's beard, just a hop, skip, and a jump from my skin cushion. Nails into my face that I've been pushing. Hellraiser, my face is my pin cushion. It's like when I'm on the mic, I can squish her. Sucker like a vice grip, my pin picture. In the slaughterhouse, cause your style's been butchered. I'll spin chainsaw, take up like the blades on. My brain's on hyperdrive, someone put the brakes on.
Your digits, Bridget, don't try to fidget with it. Rip it, rip it. I got you slipping on my swag juice. My swag juice. I got you slipping on my swag juice. My swag juice.
Now here's a smidgen of midget to get your digits, Bridget. Don't try to fidget with it. Ribbit, ribbit. I got you slipping on.
Idolizing the sire, cause I'm providing the wires to blow this motherfucker off the hinge and stop the entire production. Make them say fuck it. Run home while sobbing and crying. Hyenas laughing, they smile that they meet the dominant lion. I tried to vibe with the cypher, some I was dropping the fire. A couple niggas was cool, some guys was awkward and tired. These substitute teacher looking niggas talking about rhyming. I leave these pussies for dead, just stick the fork in they eye me. Let the Mac unload, crack a skull, quick to pack a pole, chatting code, packing foes, so we don't crack and fold, trap a low, serving motherfuckers like Mac and roll, and begging on them with the hammer like whack-a-mole. Hold up, let me chill, I'm hearing they heart pump. Thought they was big dogs, you puppies is far from it, son. I feel like a track referee, so start something on your mug, get set. When I shoot, they start running. Murk.
like, I'm looking through the barrel, fixing walking that down, but the Daryl Dixon on the beat. Mama said new apparel when the shoes for straight, so I never witnessed no defeat. I ain't showing no courage, niggas courtesy. Hella weeping and moaning and throwing mercy. Certainly pulling the plug on these rappers' schools curtains, and then I gotta hit a curtsy, and I gotta be bumping like herpes. Gotta cry coming up and down burpees. Gotta go, I get it hot, and a bullet that be spinning when I pull a stir. John Richard Hersey, and I blow my mind to curtsy. Curse me when I fight, man. You tripping that PCP. You gon' be hurting when I get to work, and I'm knocking more lights out than BGE. How niggas want ass if I get on track? Telling me to confess to figure out how to rap. It's really funny and fat. Get a man in my position. I'm almost on top of you getting in the ass. And damn, my fans mad. I'm rapping about why me and Walt metaphor with they fucking this beat bad. I'm like, damn, where you close at? And I just cut a grab trying to get a west. So like, where the hoes at? Damn, I'm a fan. I'm writing a Prozac. Got my hand on these fans, Canadian board back. Every once in a while I'm spitting, go look at the forecast. Get a picture click, clicking that Canada Kodak. They be trying to play me, but you don't control facts. Show me the quarter shoulder like it is. You show the past. Don't wanna suck no COVID. I'm the Ebola bad. I'm killing them so dumb. The Coca-Cola rap. She said she wanna race like a sprinter with a lisp. And she'll give me that pink matte if I'm racing one of that slip. But these niggas scary, these niggas pussy. Django, I whoop ass with this whip. And from here I can see you RB, like I'm spelling out with your hit. You don't even wanna fuck around with no indecent bitch. I be lying about what you niggas really did. Y'all don't even got gas or money. You just write about sticks and figures, diarrhea, wimpy kids. And of course I gotta speak about it a little bit. But it's BLM, now never an after. Blue lives don't exist, plus coffee infringing on more rights than fucking YouTube reactors. YouTube can get YouTube reactions. You hate me, you love me like YouTube when that. But when you tune into my new tunes, you happen to tap into the voodoo with magic. Any mic, I leave it bleeding. Meaning any mic, see the reason I mean the word. I've been fighting on my life to show what I write. See, I Mike Jack Roberts to these haters gotta beat it.
They should have never called yard out. I'm about to clear yard out. We can take it to the ball court. I'ma show you how to ball out. And you should be afraid when they open my cage and they still let that dog out. I understand he was brave, but today was the day that I'm ripping his heart out. And I ain't never took a liking to niggas writing words that sound like fighting. Cause I'm the type to watch them all get hyping. Cause I'm a Viking, strike them twice like lightning. So enticing, writes and hooks like Tyson. No biting, ride out with no license. No lights, it's so dark but so bright that this brightly pulse cake but no icing. And I'll be the one nigga that they can't stand. Did 7 years on a handstand. Cause I got caught with the blam blam. And I had a kick like Van Damme. I don't care about your man, fam. I body you when you're bad, fam. Laugh in your face like nah-nah. And pull off like nah-nah. Nigga ready for the breakdown. Cause I'm ready for a breakdown. So you better have my kick now or get shot in your face with the straight pound. 7 Mac 11 loaded weapon when I'm stepping. If a nigga disrespect, I hit him with the Smith & Wesson. When I hit him in the chest, he gon' die. And they looking at me like, why? You had to buy that nigga. He never bothered nobody, my nigga. He wasn't trapping, he was just rapping. Doing that shit for a hobby, my nigga. Homie was frontin' like it wasn't nothing. To go spend 100 with Poppy, my nigga. Bitches, they love it cause my shit was flooded like it was hit by a tsunami, my nigga. Yeah. My pockets is fatter than yours. My bitches is badder than yours. I keep all them bunnies around me. That's what all these carrots is for. So why would I kill you, my nigga? That's what all these savages for. They run up on you at the light. Bullets go right through your passenger door. Closing his lesson cause homie was flexing like he was the only one holding the weapon like he couldn't get it. Who was you kidding? I thought you niggas would have been learned your lesson. You know who you messing with? I am the son of the sister of facts. So don't get it twisted, my nigga. Facts is the nigga that play with them. I just be stating the facts. The shit that I say in my raps. Niggas, they know I'm the shit. They never get tired of taking my crap. And I mean you no disrespect. Why? So why would you take it like that? Why? Bitches be all on my dick. They stay with their face in my lap. I'm feeling like half in the 60s. I feel like I'm ripping 260. My words are so heavy, I step in Giuseppe. The bodyguard better not frisk me. The bitches is getting too frisky. 2 sisters, they told me they miss me. Well, open the door. What is you waiting for? That's Melissa and Misty. I came from the bottom, but that's not the problem. The problem is, nigga, I'm still here. If we got a problem, I promise as soon as I find him, he'll be in that wheelchair. For running his mouth, I run in his house. I tell him that you cannot chill here. If I come back tomorrow and your ass on that couch, no doubt that you won't get killed here. I'm tired of these niggas be faking like they really making that paper. I swear by the look on their face, I can tell that these niggas is haters. The coke was so hard on the plate that it ended up breaking a razor. My daughter had walked in the kitchen and thought I was making potato. She said, Daddy, where's the butter at? Then I looked in her face, I said, look on that plate. I don't need none of that. I said, where is your mother at? She said, Mommy ain't coming back. Then she ran up and hugged me and told me she loved me. I told her I love her back. Alright, that's enough of that.
I'm back at it like a bad habit. I smoke rappers, I'm a rap addict. A toe tagger causing mad havoc. With no swagger, yes, I'm that savage. Look, back at it like a bad habit. He smokes rappers, he's a rap addict. A toe tagger causing mad havoc. With no swagger, yes, he's that savage. Look, say what you want, you punks think I give a fuck. You take one look at this gut and think I automatically suck. Cause I'm nice but no rapper, tight but no mathers. I can spit rhymes so so damn fly, but it won't matter. I don't go by those designer lines. I make my dimes from my 9 to 5. Is that why you don't like my rhymes? I supply you might be full of salt like iodine. I'm tired of this and I'm tired of that. It's a different day, but the same old crap. People bitching about how fast I can rap, but they don't listen, so they act like it's rap. They think I do nothing but blur words that I've heard slurred in a hurry. But I get wilder with my hooks and hit them with the punchline like fury. You don't really wanna get into it with a motherfucker that doesn't understand, but I got nothing to lose. So you ignorant bitches the one to get up in my skin and do another but reigniting my motherfucking views. You just mad that I can rap better than you. Ain't a flannel Levi jeans and red wing boots. Back at it like a bad habit. He smokes rappers, he's a rap addict. A toe tagging cause they mad at it. With no swagger, yes he's that savage.
Bitch, what you point? I get big like I'm corn. I get chips like a horn. Tell a hater, eat a dick, attaboy. Miss me with the noise. Now whenever I will bet 1,000 other hottest Bill Cosby sweaters. You ain't got a shred of evidence convincing anybody your style better. I don't spit bars, I live bars. In the booth and in the gym, bitch. Thinking shit hard till you getting scarred. Thinking you was cool, ding ding, bitch. Let's lace them up, I ace them up to your face, fuck like you ladies. Now I don't even mean that your ladies ugly. I'm saying, boy, about the way she suck. Oh damn, that's a low shot. My flow's grams, that's pro shot. My programs get more guap, my name's only getting more hot. Is it me since I'm Jesus? Till he discanning on fucking noise. So he went names down, fuck you and fuck you too, it's coming soon. Damn it, I just let the cat out the bag and I'm packing a Mac in the back of the act. And I'm sad cause I know about half of these rappers don't know who Big Pun is. What happened to rap? What happened to backpackers? Cause back in the day when you whack, you ain't getting no track. So I'm bringing it back to when talent was actually what mattered instead of the platform you have. Yeah, I don't fuck around. Yeah, I don't fuck with clowns. Yeah, fuck around. Find out sick and swim when you fucking drown. Turn down, no buying able. Let's talking about turning down labels. About to turn over these turntables like Jesus did in that their Bible. Bet you looked at me and thought that that is what I sound like. Ayy, judging books by covers, half a second sound bites. Ayy, he didn't know colors, make noises, he don't sound white. Ayy, I swear that's what most of sound like. Yeah, they say I can say that. I tell them yes I can. I tell them fuck it, cross the line. Mexican. But you won't catch me on what you gon' bet me I kill what you write. Even if I write lefty like lefty said in Donnie Brasco, forget about it. You fugazi won't do shit about it. You walk in a lot but you coming out dead. But you run up on me, I'ma cut off your legs. Put these words on my life, every one that I said. Cause I spit every verse like a gun in my head.
I'm on this chapter in my life, it's called It Wasn't For Me. I was cool with some people, now they viewing stories. But life won't be the same without my nigga Joey. For now I'm rolling up these blunts and pouring liquor for him. But with all of this success, the lows can intercept the balance. Head above the water like I'm sipping from the fountain. All the air I'm breathing, still I'm feeling like I'm drowning. They quick to set you up, so DIY and don't allow it. Yeah, we see the hatred on your heart. When you know you're rolling, you ain't gotta play a part. It's hard to be yourself when you just don't know where to start. Just never let nobody try to tell you who you are. Yeah, surround yourself with love, but you gotta show it. It's one thing to say it, another thing to know it. Let them know it, cause you never know it. They be going through it, but they never show it. I hate to ask this question, tell me really, are you down for me? Yeah, tell me, are you down for me? Shorty, real shit. I done seen some situations changing real quick. Tension in the city lately, it's been getting real thick. In the end, just know I'm riding with you. Yeah, I'm riding with you.
But you would throw that, blow that, dick and I throw that. Wake up in the morning, 100 joints, roll that. Rich motherfucker with no class. Bitch up on the land, you don't wanna go there. Bitches talking grands, I be smoking O's, yeah. Hot box whip, I don't need the O's in. I ain't hiding my shit, I'm a fucking grown man. If the cops come, oh well. I'm still smoking my blue Cantrell. I might fucking run a blower zero. Have both my lungs like, oh shit. Ha! I'ma show you how I clean a motherfucker do. Went straight to the lead from the public school. Y'all know it's no struggle, no progress. So I told the bitch, work, go top red. Church, I'm a motherfucking asshole. Tattooed to the sandals. Fuck a bitch, watch scandal. By the little racks, no candle. I'm buying keepers by the pack, no cash roll. No, I never try to hide like camo. We get a motherfucker feel like Rambo. And you know I was still a rich boy Lambo. And drive that motherfucker straight to a bando. 24/7 get work. I go over on them hot boys, Lil Turk. 25 gotta get turned. I'm a young rock star like Lil Kirk. 20 at the 4 get burnt. Every day's Friday, no big work. 30 more days to the first and the hood gets paid. You better learn, bitch.
Good night. Is Everybody thought I was deceased, but now I'm coming back like Issa. Like an immigrant, I keep a visa. Never that I'll bring her back to beat, cause I'm in with the game like some big ol' double D's. Yup, feel it in my veins like the blood I never bleed. What? I can never be cut, only handle hot shit. What the fuck's a teacup? I handle bars, now I'm riding to the cycle break. I might go make an idol shit, my vital traits a tidal wave. I'm isolated by the way I hide away till I create the final stage where I negate the cause I hate. I'm sorry, wait, get to what kind of pace, we don't know how to take. I'm trying to slay illiterate pounds of waste, non-creative haters cannot equate. These bombs away, they second to try to face the one of them operate. The find the fate is for me to dominate, I need you to concentrate. Let me know when I'ma stop putting these beats in the burial. I was way too damn bad, I was very broke. Nigga was bull, so he flipped like the Vario. Can't be a stereo, so much material, cause I heard from both sides like a stereo. Trying to copy my vibe like it's karaoke. Man of the house like I karaoke, please. I don't think you understand, I can never stop myself depending on another man. I could be broke one day, on the other hand, this loyal rock star, I'ma make another band. Big facts, my appeal popping and I'm fresh, no tic-tac. Bars hard, feel it in your stomach, that's a six-pack. All my niggas really made it happen, y'all just shit-chat. Had to show my ass and while it's out, you can kiss that.